Hi everyone, today is travel day and we're flying with Malaysia Airlines on MH146 flying from Melbourne to Kuala Lumpur. At the moment, we're stuck in a traffic jam and we're running very late. But we're feeling very excited about today's trip because we've just scored a last-minute upgrade using Malaysia Airlines MHUpgrade. The MHUpgrade is a promotional campaign that lets passengers flying with Malaysia Airlines get a last-minute seat upgrade. The process requires the passenger to make an offer of how much they would like to pay for an upgraded seat. The more you pay, the higher your chances of securing that seat, provided there's an empty business class seat on board. And because Malaysia Airlines prefers to fill up all their premium seats, sometimes you can get a really cheap upgrade by making the minimum fare offer. And when you're selected, you'll get access to priority check-in, additional baggage allowance, lounge access, and when you're on board the plane, better meals and bigger seats. At least, that's what we thought we were gonna get until we reached the airport. When we got to the check-in counter, we were told that the computer system had not registered us for the additional baggage allowance, and as a result, we would have to pay for the additional luggage as we had over 30 kilos. Feeling powerless and cheated, we almost had our own John McEnroe moment.
You can't be serious, man.
Fortunately, the ground crew was very patient and knowledgeable. She noted to her supervisors that we had been allocated business class seats on the computer system, and hence should have received our additional baggage allowance. After some back and forth with her supervisors, they finally relented and admitted that it was a computer error. And we were finally checked in.
Lucky I said something else.
Thank you. Yeah. Bamboozled out.
Yeah. That's all done. It's going to Kaching, okay?
Yep, thank you.
Correct?
Thank you so much.
No worries. I'm glad I could help you.
Thank you so much.
You probably spent so much money trying to figure
I know.
it all out.
Yeah, and then they're not very too helpful on the phone as well.
All good.
Thank you so much. You've been thinking out of the box and we really appreciate it.
Okay.
What was your name?
Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Please shake your hand, but we don't want to share the virus, so we'll just wave.
Right. Have a good flight and
Thank
go
you.
to the lounge and enjoy.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. No worries.
Malaysia Airlines used to have their own golden lounge in Melbourne Airport, but due to massive budget cuts, they now share the lounge with their one-world partner, Qantas Airways. So if you're looking for some nasi lemak here, sorry mate, you're out of luck. But what you'll get here is some good old-fashioned Aussie breakfast. And if you're after something lighter, there's fruit, yogurt, muesli and some cereal. There's even a pancake machine if you're into those kind of things. I took one look at the fridge and went for some much needed alcohol to calm the nerves. The Qantas lounge is pretty big and it has all the facilities you'll need in a lounge, but I wish it had some windows so that the room doesn't feel so dark with some natural lighting. We recently travelled with Emirates in first class and this is how their lounge looks like. It just doesn't feel that claustrophobic if you have windows. Do check out our trip report by clicking the link above. Now back at the Qantas lounge, you'll notice that despite the outbreak of the coronavirus, there's still a lot of people flying, and the lounge was pretty busy. Speaking of the coronavirus, health officials around the world have said washing your hands is the best way to protect yourself against COVID-19. So remember to keep your hands clean and carry a hand sanitizer. Welcome aboard MH146, and today we're flying on an Airbus A330-300, flying from Melbourne to Kuala Lumpur with a flight time of around 8 hours. Perhaps due to the coronavirus outbreak, I've noticed there wasn't a lot of people travelling, so the boarding process was quick, and shortly after welcome drinks and hot towels were handed out, we were on our way to Kuala Lumpur. Malaysia Airlines have a very unconventional seat layout when it comes to business class. The first row is a 1-2-1 layout, followed by a 1-2-2 in the second row. I would always recommend the throne seat whenever possible, but if you're traveling with a partner and you prefer to sit together, it's best to avoid the seats by the window, as they are terrible to climb out from. The throne seats are like mini suites. There are only 3 of them on board, and they offer a decent amount of privacy because of the 2 massive armrests that surrounds the seat. The armrests themselves also doubles as storage compartments, and you can almost fit a small cabin luggage in here. These are the controls for your seat, and you'll notice that there is a massage option. It is definitely no OSIM, and when you turn it on, the sensation is more like tiny little taps behind your back. There's also another set of controls for your seat, more conveniently located on the left side of your armrest. And when you press this button, your seat will turn into a fully flat bed in the sky. Leg room is good, although if you have longer legs, it may feel a bit cramped. In front of you is your 16-inch entertainment unit, and you'll notice that I'm giving it a wipe down with some disinfectant. If you don't want to touch your screen, you can operate it with a remote control, which is located on the left side of your arm. There's not a lot of new movies on offer this month, which is a common complaint among frequent flyers of Malaysia Airlines. But if you look through the all favorite section, you find that Malaysia Airlines carries a huge library of classic favorite movies. Now if you're planning to work and you need power for your laptop, there is a universal power socket in front of the massive left armrest. And on top of the left armrest is a small locker, and there is a vanity mirror built into the back of the door. Malaysia Airlines used to offer amenity kits even on afternoon flights. But today I'm only getting an eye mask, socks, slippers, and a toothbrush. And one more thing unconventional about Malaysia Airlines business class seats is that it comes with a 3-point seat belt, just like the ones in your car. Shortly after takeoff, the cabin crew will come around to take your lunch order. And here's the lunch menu. I wanted some nasi lemak, but that wasn't on offer, so I opted for some Australian short ribs, only to be told that they had already run out of the short ribs and the barramundi option by the time they got to our seats.
You ran out of beef. During the outbreak of COVID-19, one can never be too careful when traveling in the air. So whenever possible, keep your hands clean. Now with slightly less than 4 hours left on this flight, I decided to take a quick nap. I woke up just as we flew over Singapore, and I was feeling a bit peckish. So I ordered a plate of mee goreng, which was not very spicy and a bit bland. Followed by some teh tarik, and we were almost there at Kuala Lumpur. Now if it wasn't for the messy and stressful check-in with our luggages during the start of this journey, we would have called this a perfect trip home. We know that Malaysia Airlines has been struggling financially, so some sacrifices had to be made, like not handing out amenity kits, the lack of selection of new movies, no more ketupat to go with your Malaysian satay, and no orchids in the toilets. As a Malaysian, I feel all these complaints will pale in comparison when you realize the rich history of Malaysia Airlines, a company that started over 70 years ago, the one airline that I've flown the most throughout my entire life, will be lost once it cannot find enough funds to keep it afloat. So I do hope my country's national airline will get to see through their darkest hour, because the ground and air crew of Malaysia Airlines still provide excellent service, and they've made my trip home a very pleasant one. If you have recently travelled with Malaysia Airlines, please share with us your experience in the comment section below. And if you have liked this video, please click the like button to show your support. And please subscribe to stay tuned for more trip reports like this. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.
Pada puan-puan, terima kasih kerana terbang bersama Malaysia Airlines dan kami berharap anda telah menikmati layanan Malaysian Hospitality. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying Malaysia Airlines. We hope that you have enjoyed our Malaysian Hospitality.